Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I am Joni, and today we are going to be talking about Walt Disney World drinks. This is the second part to kind of a series I've been working on of kind of my favorite food and drink items around Walt Disney World property. If you have not checked out the first one, I will leave it down below for you guys. It was all about Walt Disney World snacks. So if you were interested in that, make sure you check out that one as well. The stuff we will be discussing in this video will be both alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. Just like with the last video that I put up, our last Walt Disney World trip was in 2016, unfortunately. We are trying to figure out how to go back, but none of the items on this list are going to be anything new since I haven't tried them. I know there's a drink in Animal Kingdom in Pandora that is really popular called the Night Blossom. That is something that I am excited to try on a future trip. However, stuff like that I haven't tried, so it's not going to be on this list. So sorry guys, if you love your Night Blossoms, you're not going to find it on this list. As always, if you have any questions or comments, make sure to leave them down below and I'd be happy to get back to you. Without further ado, let's get into the list. Number 10 on my list is Moscato. I love wine. I especially love sweet wine. So Moscato tends to be my favorite as far as wines go. And I know this one is a slight bit of a cop-out because I'm not talking about anything specific. When we go out to dinner at Walt Disney World, if it's kind of a nice dinner, a lot of times I will order a glass of wine, and in those cases a lot of times it'll be Moscato. So I have had various Moscatos on our Walt Disney World vacations and I've not had a bad one. I love Moscato. So because I'm not talking about a particular Moscato, it is kind of a cop-out, but I did want to make a top 10 list and I've gotten Moscato on several occasions, so that is why that is on the list. Coming in at number 9, we have the frozen drinks. Now, I know that seems very vague, but I do have a point. There are frozen drink locations all around Walt Disney World property. Most of them have at least these two items, a frozen Coca-Cola and a frozen lemonade. Some of the locations have something like a Fanta blue raspberry, you know, something of that sorts. But most of the locations that do have, you know, these frozen drinks will have the Coca-Cola and the lemonade. And my husband and I tend to bounce back and forth on those. We've gotten them on several occasions. They are very, very refreshing on a hot Disney day and just nothing special to them at all. You can get stuff like that probably where you live, but it's just something that we tend to do on our vacations. Like I said, nice and refreshing on a hot day. Kind of along the same lines, coming in at number 8, we have the Red Stag Lemonade. This is kind of an alcoholic version of what we were just speaking of. You can find this in Epcot at the American Pavilion. It has Red Stag bourbon and a frozen lemonade, essentially. It is so good. If you guys have ever tried the red, white, and blue popsicles that you'll find generally around the 4th of July, I think they're called firecracker pops. But anyways, the white part of that is like a lemon flavor. And that particular lemon flavor is kind of what this Red Stag Lemonade kind of tastes like to me. And I think it is so delicious. Coming in at number 7, Fus Brew. Despite the name, this is a non-alcoholic drink. You find this in the Magic Kingdom at Gaston's Tavern. It is kind of like a frozen apple juice with a hint of like toasted marshmallow, if you will. And then there's this foam on top that's kind of like a passion fruit, I think, foam. It is delicious. I love it. It's supposed to be made to look like beer. You know, that's kind of the thought process behind it. But I love it. I think it's one of those flavors that you kind of either love or you hate. My husband, not so much. That's not really his thing. He thinks it's a little too sweet. I love really sweet things, as you could tell by Moscato, extremely sweet wine. So this is right up my alley. I love it. I think it's something that you should definitely try, but it might not be in your wheelhouse, but I think it's fantastic. Coming in at number 6, we have the Pomegranate Lemonade. As far as I know, this is something that you can only get at sit-down restaurants. We have had it at Ohana, we've had it at Tusker House, and I think there was someplace else that we had it. I can't remember. But you can find this at a lot of the sit-down restaurants at Walt Disney World. It's something that you can't get at like a quick service. But it is so good, you guys. It is so good. It is very refreshing. You have a nice balance of tart and sweet. It is absolutely delicious. If you are at a sit-down restaurant at Walt Disney World and you see this on the menu, definitely get it. It is so good. Number 5, Lapu Lapu. You guys, I'm sure, have seen pictures of this online or seen it in other people's blogs. This is the signature drink at the Polynesian in the pineapple. It is so good. It's, you know, a nice tropical kind of flavor. This is an alcoholic mixed drink, and it is so good. It has like pineapple and orange and, you know, different alcohols in it. It is delicious. You could get this at several places in the Polynesian. We've gotten it at the Tambu Lounge, which is the lounge next to Ohana. That's where we've had it before. And a tip for you guys, we have gotten it without the pineapple before. The first couple of times we got it in the pineapple, and then we asked if we could have it without that. And come to find out, it was actually cheaper. I don't know if they still do that, but we've just asked for it without the pineapple before. So something to consider if you don't want to be all festive, but you do like your Lapu Lapu. Number 4, Spar Berry. This is a Coca-Cola product. I initially found this at Club Cool in Epcot, and I don't know if Club Cool's going away with what they're doing to Epcot and Future World and all of that. I'm hearing rumblings, but nothing's been officially said, that Club Cool is on its way out. However, that is where I first found it, but that's not the only place that you can get it. Spar Berry is a pop or soda, depending on where you're from. It is from South Africa. And that is why it's at Club Cool, because if you don't know what Club Cool is, it is a location where you can try different pops from around the world. So this is the one from South Africa, and you can actually find it in Animal Kingdom. Harambe Market, you can get Spar Berry, and you can also get Bebo if you are a Bebo fan. My husband loves Bebo. I'm huge on Spar Berry, so we have gotten it there before, and you can purchase, you know, a big glass of it, which is phenomenal. I have no problem paying for it. It's nice to get the free samples, you know, at Club Cool, but I have no problem paying for it. I love it. It is delicious. It is I think it's a raspberry cream soda. It's kind of along the same lines as like a Barks red cream soda, if you've ever had that. But I think it is so good. I actually think it's better than the Barks version. I think it is raspberry. I'm not entirely sure, but it is like a fruity cream soda. Another place I'm pretty sure you can get it is the Coca-Cola Experience place that they put in at Disney Springs. We've never been there. I believe they were still working on that building during our last trip, but I'm pretty sure that you could get it there as well. Number 3, Peach Snap. You can get this in Epcot at the Joy of Tea stand. You guys, this is my go-to drink when I am in Epcot. I love it. I am a huge peach person. I love the fruit. I love peach flavored teas and everything. This is so good. It is an alcoholic beverage. It is a frozen peach tea kind of drink, and it has peach schnapps in it. If you like peach, you will love it. It is so flavorful and is fantastic walking around World Showcase on a hot day. Number 2, Safari Amber. I love this beer. It is one of the most refreshing beers that I have come across on a hot day. This is a specially brewed beer specifically for Walt Disney World. Originally it was brewed specifically for Animal Kingdom, but they have since branched out. I've gotten it in Epcot before. I don't remember if I've seen it anywhere else. No, I take that back. I've gotten it at the water parks before. They at least used to carry it at the water parks. And I've gotten it in Animal Kingdom and Epcot. It is so good. Some beers can be kind of heavy on a hot day, but this one is so refreshing on a hot day. It is so amazing. If you guys are, you know, beer drinkers, definitely check out the Safari Amber. Number 1, the Grand Marnier Orange Slush. You can get this in Epcot at the France Pavilion. It is amazing. It is an orange frozen slush with Grand Marnier liquor in it. It is so good. It reminds me of a creamsicle. So if you are, you know, a big fan of creamsicles or something like that, you should definitely check it out. A lot of times we will get this in the evening. We've gotten it in the afternoon, but for whatever reason, we tend to get this at night. We get it a lot of times when we're going to sit and watch illuminations. It's just a very nice, balanced beverage. If you guys, like I said, if you love orange kind of stuff, check it out. It is amazing. So there you have it, guys. There is my top 10 list of drinks that I love to get in Walt Disney World. Did your favorites make the list? There are so many things to eat and drink at Walt Disney World. I know I've not had everything. That is basically impossible to do. So if there's something that you think I'm missing out on, definitely let me know down below. I would love to be able to try that on our next vacation. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you have any other questions or comments, make sure to leave them down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more Disney content like this, make sure to hit subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you later.